I would, yeah. That'd be awesome.
All right, so this is gonna.
Only if you promise to rape me after.
You take Rufio just to have an excuse. No, I'm good.
I'm impossible.
We are live, by
I
the way.
did-
What are these? What are
I
these
did
things?
legally get raped once, and we just chuckled about it on the pod.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Is it really
live?
rape? Is it
We're live,
really
yeah.
rape when you want it?
I didn't want it.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah, it was a fat woman.
Yeah.
Don't tell me to suck
I
on
would
anything
say-
ever again, okay? I'm a straight
get
Christian
That's
man.
questionable about what he wanted or not.
So what I was telling Leo is that I never want to see his greasy Italian face again.
Why would you?
But you
lie?
see him every week.
You're gonna see him. You're gonna see me again next week. You
Every
piece
week.
of crap.
Jesse, how'd you like your first episode of the show?
Amazing. That was
Yeah.
great. I got to see my first penis.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Was it a Red Bull though?
Was it a Red Bull? Was
Not
it a Red
quite.
Bull?
Nah.
It looked like a, you're from Hawaii. You know
Yeah.
how we recycle.
Lapchang?
It looked like a fucking scrunched up Red Bull. You know what I mean? When
I
we-
was saying it looked more like
before we
lapchang.
recycle.
You know what
Yeah,
lapchang is?
No.
Or what is it? Pipi kaula,
Pipikaula.
smoked meat,
Smoked
breakfast
meat.
smoked meat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, pipi kaula.
Pipikaula.
Yeah.
Langanisa.
It looked like a Lincoln log cut in half. That's all I'll give it. Okay, let's
White
move.
people's penises are weird.
Hey,
Yeah, you guys
Don't
have this-
say something like
you
that.
guys have like weird
Whoa.
shape because it gets like larger in the middle and then like
Thank you,
thins out.
yes.
It's
That
not
is
even.
his
Like,
did.
Yeah.
But well, first you're not
Asian
white, so you
penises-
can't take
Asian-
exception.
We're even.
Asian penises, we're even. When
Yeah.
we're soft,
It
we're
doesn't
even.
bulge in the middle.
Yeah, neither
I
does
have a nice
mine.
penis.
I wish mine bulged in
But
the
he
fucking
was like
middle.
skinny at the base,
Right.
and then he got
Yeah.
big in the middle,
Yeah,
and
and
then
then
he got
skinnier-
skinnier at the head.
I would take girth anywhere the good Lord would give it to me, but he didn't give me.
All
any.
I have is girth. That's all I
Really?
have. Yeah, I don't have any length.
How much is no length?
How much?
Well,
is no
we're
length?
Filipino.
Yeah,
Let him answer for himself. 1 second.
you've heard my bit.
Baron, I'm afraid you're going to give him. I don't want your Filipino bonding to happen right now, and he hides his penis length and your Filipino-ness. What is it? How long is it?
It's 4.7.
Hard?
Hard,
Really?
extremely hard.
4.7?
4.7.
Wow, I love the
And
honesty.
that, and that's me lying,
Is-
guys. It's a lot smaller than that.
But is it a chode?
I wouldn't say it's a chode. It's pretty even, but the girth, it's where it's at. I've got a
Really?
good color to it too.
It might
it's a lot
legally-
darker than my skin.
I will say this: it's the circumference of a penis. Somebody will tell you like, "Oh, it's 6 inches around," and you're like, "Ah, you're full of shit." And then I had my buddy Adam once. I almost said his last name. I had him once pull out a tape measure and measure his fucking cock circumference right in front of me, and I was like, "Dude, it's actually fucking 6 inches."
Did it look 6 inches though?
No, so you might have a chode, is what I'm saying.
Could be longer than the circumference.
It could be thicker than
Oh,
the
it could be
length.
longer than
No,
circumference.
no, it could be thicker than
Yeah,
the length.
that's what I'm saying. It could be
Thicker than the length.
The length could be shorter than the circumference.
It
It's
could
not
quite
what you said, you
possibly
drunk
be.
ass.
I know, but that's what I meant.
Well, you said the opposite of a
Well,
chode.
you know, in all fairness, Joy Coy outed us as Filipinos.
You're
That's
lucky you have blue eyes.
You ever seen the Joy Coy special when he
I-
talked about his son talking about he
Oh,
was
yeah,
he was
yeah.
part black, you
Yeah,
know, like he's
I
trying
know.
to play off like he was black.
Yeah.
Like, well, we're not black in the Filipino culture, unfortunately.
Well, but for an average Filipino, I'm
Yeah.
pretty fucking decent. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But
yeah,
for the
yeah.
average American, you
Yeah.
know, it's I'm lacking a little.
Well,
bit,
you
know?
got a chick with giant titties and you got a good gig, so who cares?
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what?
we already
I-
had this discussion. Big dick energy isn't the size of your dick.
Agreed. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally agree.
And guys with little dicks, we got to work harder. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We got to work
We
harder
do more.
outside of bed and in bed. So it's usually a lot more fun with us. Is
Yeah.
what I'm told.
yeah, and your cock's probably thicker than mine, so I'll put myself in the little dick guy
I don't
conversation.
know. I don't know. I don't want to talk about too much of my dick. You know, this is my first episode. My girlfriend did say that. My girlfriend did the case, did more of the research than I
Yes.
did. You know what I mean? She watched your guys' episode. She said, "Do you know they see people's dicks on there?" And I said, "I don't know." She said, "You guys know
Now,
they have."
I was holding out, but now I'll take the job for sure.
She got that.
Yeah,
from
she got-
what? How many episodes? She
Two.
watched?
3. You only have to watch 3.
Two.
I would say
She watched
2 or
two.
3.
She watched
max.
two.
Yeah.
For the Asian sub, because this is good, the all Asian pod right now, sort of all day. The guy that I told the story on the pod a bunch of times, but I used to have a buddy who worked in the clubhouse at Dodger Stadium, and he saw all their penises, and he told me the Korean man who had the biggest penis, and I've never had his name, and I just want to out him as a man who had a 10-inch penis. His name was Hyun Jin Ryu, dude. Ryu from the
Ryu,
Dodgers.
really? He's a
Ryu.
pitcher.
Yes, he
Yeah.
was
That's
a
a
pitcher.
pitcher. That's why.
This guy, dude, the
That's
biggest
why.
on the whole team,
That's
bigger
why.
than all the Dominicans,
Yeah.
bigger than all the black guys. Dude, they had 6'6" black dudes on the team.
He looks. He's not a handsome. He's not Shohei.
No,
But
no,
he's
no.
got
He
no.
needs
He's
the
not.
big cock.
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah, this guy needs the big cock. This is not a handsome man.
Dude, but he's a big dude too, so it makes sense. But dude, that's the man that on the team just he said all the Dominicans loved it, dude. They would make jokes
Hey,
about
man.
it.
Good for him,
Yeah,
man.
you have a big
Ching
one,
chong,
man.
yeah, big
Hey,
D.
you got a big D, man. You fucking ching
Good for
chong
him,
D,
man.
man.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, he's
You get the spicy cucumber.
How funny is it?
bigger dick than the black man. Oh,
Fortune cookie, would it come true after all?
Dude, for this guy to, I mean, good, dude. He
Yeah.
needed
yeah, he
it.
looks like he looks like an Asian though with a big dick.
You know-
Like,
Yeah,
that's
he
for
does.
Sure. Yeah, he does.
He does.
It's there are
He's
a couple,
250.
He's huge.
there are a couple of cruel cases for whom nothing went right, but
Yeah.
usually God balances everything out.
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
It seems like it.
unless you
Yeah.
were born in like sub-Saharan
Well,
Africa,
that's,
you guys-
then
that's
your
why we
life
have
just
rich
sucks.
guys. That's why we have rich guys.
Did you guys know anyone
Think
with
about it.
micro penises? I knew a guy
Yeah,
in
a
high
guy
school
at
with a
Waterworld.
micro penis.
Guy
he
at
had
Waterworld.
a guy at Waterworld.
Yeah, he was an older gentleman, and he was on record for fucking and then marrying the hottest Helen in the history of the show.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
I'm
and
telling
he
you, 'cause
had-
we
it
work
was-
hard.
Yeah,
dude,
big-
it
it
was
is.
just
He
the
had big
head.
dick
He would just whip
yeah.
it out.
I mean, I don't
in-
have a micro penis.
Yeah,
Like,
no, but
I'm
he had
on the
big
record
dick
on that.
energy.
Tell us about your guy from high school, though. Do you have any
He had
stories about him?
he had a micro penis. I didn't know he had a micro penis at the time, but he had a lot of aggression, and now it all made sense after I knew that. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of aggression, fought a lot.
Do any of the ladies have any stories about micro penises they'd like to share?
Yeah, we've got an open mic right here. Actually,
No?
No. Like, true? No, nobody's got any.
Her first boyfriend, Italia's first boyfriend.
Wait, Natalia, a real micro or just a little bit less than you would have liked? Rock hard?
so that's a micro, yeah.
Yeah, that's she was
Close
showing us
to a
about 2
micro.
inches rock hard right there.
Damn.
Well, 2.5. Let's not.
2.5. Yeah.
This
that was
guy
too
credit. you
Well,
want to
the,
bury
question, the question is that like 2.5 with girth or 2.5 with like a Twizzler?
Was it
think it
girthy,
was-
Italia?
Not
Okay, so it's
girthy.
like a Twizzler.
Damn.
So it's a short. Is that like a bit off Twizzler?
Hey, tell your ex-boyfriend here's 4 motherfuckers with bigger dicks.
Yeah, dude.
That's right, and
Send
two of
a
them are
picture.
Asian. That's right.
Yeah, just send a picture like this, dude, and then like we all be posing like it's a rap album, and just
Yeah.
be like, everybody in this picture has a bigger dick than
I
you.
that would
Shut
actually
it.
be hilarious.
Not too bad.
You should reestablish contact and pretend you're interested in what he's been up to for like a couple of days, and then just drop that picture.
Just hey, can I get a dick pic?
Next week, just drops it.
Yes, and
Yeah.
Natalia, Brooks can be in it too, and you should be on your knees, and we're all surrounding you like it's a blacked video.
I've been thinking about you, and I can't remember the size or the way your dick look. Can you send me a pic, please?
Dude, what if you send a
Yeah.
pic and then send her a clip of us reviewing it on the podcast?
I don't know what's happening, Leo. I'm sorry, but like the sun is directly in my eyes.
Because you're a vampire.
It's all right.
Yeah.
And I don't know what
No,
what has changed. We always do the pod at this time. Is the season shifted perfectly? We're just right.
I cut down some of the branches.
You
the branches.
are you an arborist?
Yeah,
How
so
dare you
Brooks-
cut down a tree?
So you may notice if you're on the Patreon pod right now that Danny is lit up like a Christmas tree.
He's a vampire.
cannot escape.
Oh, wow.
I'm surprised he's still awake.
Wow, that's fucked.
That is crazy.
That is- let me- I'm gonna
we
scoot
got
back a
the
little
wide. Yeah, we got the wide. No, yeah, come just
We-
this way.
we-
Or
we
yeah,
need
yeah.
a- we
wherever.
need a
We got
picture.
that one catches.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
okay. It's okay.
You can move the mic, Danny. You can move,
Wow.
yeah, you can move the mic.
That is that's good. For the video, make sure you watch that again. I
Watch
just
out the wire.
clubbed
Watch the
Leo.
wire. Watch the wire, bro.
That went hard.
I clubbed
That's a-
Leo with the painting.
Actually, I'm gonna bring
Leo,
What's up?
that's assault.
That was assault. Dude.
Danny
That
Mullen,
was assault.
the oil painted Danny Mullen assaulted
I'm
Leo.
your witness.
Hardcore,
Like
bro.
we should hold.
Let's go to court.
We should like hold him.
He's a white man.
Yeah, he's a white man
We
assaulted
got him, dog.
a Latino guy.
I
Italian
assaulted you with
guy.
a painting of myself.
Hold on,
Yeah, you
hold on,
did.
Danny, hold on. You're
Yeah.
pulling.
Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, let's make sure that we got it.
White man assaulted you.
You got to come
Danny.
closer to me.
Yeah, I might sit on the couch and use that.
Okay.
Yeah.
This fucking sucks. We gotta figure that out for the Patreon.
It's not good for vampires, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
that's not good.
Nah,
for
next week
vampires.
we'll have like a little something hanging there. We'll be
Yeah,
all right.
we should-
There, yeah. Brooks is already fixing it. Look,
Can we get
already fixing
we should fly an Israel flag right there.
that'd be kind of dope.
Can we fly an Israel flag?
There we go.
There you
It's
go.
done.
Oh, thank you, Brooks.
Look at that. All right.
Hell yeah.
Brooks is a handyman. I should hire him.
That's amazing. Oh, I'm just gonna fix that.
He doesn't do
shot,
any work
too.
for Asians.
There you go.
Well, I have a white business partner, so
Okay, we're back in the game.
We're back. We're here.
We are back in the game, motherfucker.
The old
With Danny a
Asian
little less
dog.
crispy.
Let's talk about a little bit. I just want to look some details of how badly they screwed you in the courts, dude. Because we didn't hear about her like getting 13 years or how all that went down. So, how'd that go down?
Yeah, so originally her charge was attempted first-degree murder.
Okay.
And that carried 300 months. So roughly 25 years, give or take,
Okay.
if you do your math. So they came with a plea deal and offered her second-degree murder. I actually went in front of the court and said, the difference between first-degree and second-degree murder is intent. So without intent, you can have second-degree murder. So how do you have a murder for hire without the intent? Doesn't make
her
make
intent
sense.
was to kill you.
Right.
Yeah.
So the maximum for second degree come out to 165 months. They were trying to give her 150 months. And so I couldn't do anything about it. The prosecutor was dead set on giving her this lower sentence and allowing her to plead to that. So I went in front of the court and said the very bare minimum she should do the maximum, which is 165 months. So that's how she got this 13 years. But
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
13 is that's bad luck though, that number. So
bad luck for me.
no, well, it's just for her. So maybe she'll stub her toe in jail.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Often.
Yeah.
No, but
I hope after they see my documentary, understand the intent of why she tried to kill me is the real intention to actually kill my son.
right.
That her life and her stay within prison will be a little bit harder.
Yeah, how do you?
Yeah.
I mean, you presented that information that she was trying to kill her son too, and that
Correct.
in court, how did she do something was she a good performer?
No,
in
I would
the
say it was.
courtroom?
I would say it was the ineptness of the prosecuting office. It took them 3 years to get to that prosecution. She was in county for 3 years before we went to trial. Before they came up with a plea deal. I believe that my case was one of the oldest cases on the docket pre-COVID. So they were more anxious to get rid of that case rather than to give her the sentence that she deserved. And they just wanted it off their docket, right? Had it been 2 years prior and she tried to make that plea deal, I don't think it would have happened, right? So it was more of timing for her and the position. I had gone through 3 different prosecutors by the time that case was tried. So, yeah.
If
so
you
it's
had me
fucked up.
if I was the prosecutor for that case,
You
that
would've
bitch
fucked
never
her.
I would
You
have had
would've
sex with
fucked
her.
her. Yeah,
I
you
would have
would've
had sex
fucked
with her, but that would have been on my own time.
You would have fucked her at 300 pounds rather than the
Yeah, you
130
would've.
when
Yeah,
I
you
married
would've.
her.
Yeah, I would have gotten Baron's sloppy seconds.
No.
And I would have, but then I would have got her. I would have taped her confessing to everything she did to establish intent, and it wouldn't matter that would be completely illegal and inadmissible for me to coax sexually out of a woman a confession. I would play it for the jury, and I would say, "Oops, oops," and then I would post it on my social media. I'd post it on my YouTube channel, and there wouldn't be a person in the country they could find to sit in that jury who wouldn't know that this bitch was a cunt.
Yeah.
Look at Matisse. Matisse likes what I'm saying. He's like, yeah.
I've got a question. If you could describe these 2 people who shot you physically, what did they look like?
Big dicks.
So only one guy actually shot me.
No, they
It's
didn't.
only one guy that actually shot me, and I'll be honest, I couldn't describe him at the time. The kid who was 16 had a mask on his face and a dishwashing
He was
gloves.
COVID safe.
He had
Dishwashing
dishwashing gloves
gloves?
on when he shot me, so I couldn't even tell whether it was a guy or a girl at the time. And even when they showed me who the shooter was, I couldn't have identified him. There was
No shit.
no
dude.
way I would have.
So did they catch the shooter?
Yeah, they caught him.
Did they catch the other guy who didn't shoot?
Yeah, the getaway driver.
What are the shooters doing again? How long?
So